Hi everyone, this is Miss J from Oceana's Moon. I just want to welcome you back. Thanks for sticking with me last month. I had a little problem with I got a new camera. I didn't like the picture the month before, so I got a new camera, and then last month the voice was really low. So hopefully this month we have it all straightened out. This month I'm going to be doing a general reading for June through the end of the year. So I won't be doing any astrological problems that you may have, or the retrogrades, which I think are the most important when doing these readings. I just want to take a second and thank everyone for their subscriptions and their likes and their comments, and I really appreciate it. I'm glad that you are getting some messages. It keeps me motivated to keep doing this. And everyone who's asked for a personal reading, you can go to my homepage, oceanasmoon.com, the link's below, and order a reading. They're fairly priced, and I think they're pretty good quality. The comments and feedback I've gotten are pretty great. So right now my readings are going anywhere from 5 to 7 days out. I can get them back to you. So stay tuned for the rest of the year for you. And thanks for joining me again. Hi, Cancer. I am just finishing shuffling up the cards. Okay, that one just popped out. We're going to do a triple cross for June through the end of the year. See what you got going on for the rest of the year, dear. You Cancer. I'm using the Rider-Waite deck, like I always do, and my Sacred Rose Tarot cards for clarification, and my Archangel guidance cards for guidance at the end. First card out is our Five of Pentacles, and you saw it just popped out on us. Oh, the World card. Very nice. The Four of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, Five of Swords, the Six of Swords, King of Wands, King of Swords, Eight of Swords, and the Moon. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have the Emperor. And the Emperor's energy is very authoritative, kind of like an old soul. He is wise beyond his years. He is a warrior, but he is also very regal. He is very stoic. He doesn't show his emotions. He has worked hard to where he is, to get where he is. So the overall energy, one of your overall energies for the rest of the year is the Emperor. I'm also hearing he can also be very stubborn. So we need to be careful of that. Sometimes stubbornness is good, sometimes it's not. So let's see, Cancer. I'll put another layer on this. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Yeah, I'm going to move these over here and scoot this just a little bit over for you. So you can see better. Okay. Cancer, 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 Cancer. Alright, let's see what we got here. Seven of Swords. Oh. Five of Cups. Nine of Cups. Go ahead, take a second right now, make a wish. Four of Wands. The Emperor again. The Fool. Five of Wands. Page of Wands. And the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, at the bottom of this deck we have the Judgment card. This talks about being reborn, a kind of a divine intervention coming down. This is Archangel Gabriel blowing his horn and having the people who are dead emotionally, mentally for them to rise up. He's calling them again. Okay, so this is another great energy to have for the rest of the year. One more layer. I got cards popping out all over the place, but there are too many to throw down. So let's see. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. We got the Tower. Ten of Swords. Chariot. Hierophant. Eight of Cups. Ten of Wands. Queen of Swords. Six of Cups. And the Two of Cups. Okay, and at the bottom of this, another energy that's going to last throughout the rest of the year is the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands talks about more of a when a person's been through a battle, they've been beaten and bruised and just kind of, just kind of worn down, just, the same things over and over and over again. And he's built that wall of protection around him. So this is more of a trying to protect yourself energy. It could be from further hurt. If anything bad has happened these past 6 months, this could be trying to protect ourselves from physical harm, mental harm, emotional harm. So this is a good energy to have for the rest of the year. Let me see. Well, you've been going through some stuff. Let me see. Okay. Well, where we are now. Yeah. Holy crap. Okay, Cancer. Where you are now, I ain't gonna lie, this sucks. Sucks. You have got the Seven of Swords. This is the liar, the thief, the escapism, the avoidism. This is somebody trying to leave with things that don't belong to him. Five of Pentacles. This is a lack. This is a lack of money, lack of success, and you're just feeling it right now. This is about conflict. So this is going to be about conflict in the home. And the Tower is drastic change. This is divine intervention, the lightning bolt from the heavens. Everything you have built has been crumbled down to the ground. This could talk about something specific, like a house, a job, or it could be talking about emotionally or spiritually if you are, you're having a crisis of faith right now. But I really think this is about somebody coming in and really screwing up your life. I mean, really, if this is a child, you may have found out that they've been using drugs and they've been stealing from you, and this has just warped your world. If this is about a job, this is somebody stealing your ideas and you're the person that just got laid off. This is, I don't see any romance in this. This is about money. This is about your possessions. These are about things. This could be somebody coming in like an identity thief. And you just found out and they've made, $20,000 worth of student loans in your name, and you're, so your world is crumbling down around you. I ain't gonna lie, man, these three cards, these three cards suck, and I am so sorry that you have them. The only positive thing, I'm not one to sugarcoat crap, but the only positive thing I see is that when the Tower comes down, when this drastic change, when this upheaval happens, when our higher powers come in and just, cut everything to the quick, and it's like, okay, I took it all away because it wasn't working for you. So now's your chance to rebuild it again. And the benefit of this card is that you get to rebuild it the way you want. You get to build that strong foundation and put it back up piece by piece by piece. And it's going to be much better than what just came down. Okay? And what you have helping you out is the world. This is a complete circle. This is the end of a cycle. So whatever you've been going through, if this has been like a 7-year cycle, this could be, you could be going through a divorce and your ex-spouse just took like half your pension and all your savings and, took off. And, it feels like you're just getting screwed, but you've got this is the end of the cycle. Okay. So everything is coming back around. You are finished with it now. You may be going through the last bits of it, just kind of cleaning up the pieces, but it is turning again, and you have all the elements behind you, and they're pushing you along, and you're going to make it through. Okay. This is a great card to have. Thank the Lord, because I'm telling you, those 3 cards of where you are now, I haven't seen anything that bad in a very, very long time. So I know you are having some rough times right now, Cancer. And here we go. The basis of the question. You have been holding on to your money. Why? It looks like because of addiction. Okay. You got the spilled wine over here. And you are mentally drained. You could find out that, one of your children or spouse has relapsed into drinking again and using drugs again. You've been trying to rebuild and it's just not working. This right here is exactly like this. This is where you are right now, and this is the basis of the situation. Okay? These are probably the 6 worst cards I've ever seen together in my life. So, all I can say is thank goodness it's in the past, because it doesn't get any worse. Well, it does get worse than that. I shouldn't say that. So let's look at them individually, okay? See if my guides have any words of encouragement for you. This was holding on to your money too tight. Be miserly or trying to hold on to your money. And this is, you could have lost some in the stock market. Like I said, a spouse could have left in a divorce, and a divorce resolution, and like taken everything that you own. With the 5, this is about conflict, and this is about just defeat and sorrow. This is somebody stabbing you in the back. All 3 of these are related to the 3 of these. Okay, so this is why you are here right now. However, that being said, it is now behind you. Okay, you may be going through the rest of it right now, just the leftover crap, but you have the world moving you forward. And what you have here, and this is coming up, this is going to be June and July. You've got the Page of Pentacles. You've got news coming in of success, of that foundation being able to be rebuilt again. Okay, you have the 9 of Cups. This is emotional completeness, contentment, completeness. This is emotionally, this is your wish card. Whenever a wish card comes up in a spread, this is your deepest desires will be fulfilled. And the Chariot card is telling you that you are moving forward. Okay, this is a great card to have. You are being guided divinely forward. He's got all the signs on his kilt or his skirt, or however you say it. He's got the stars up here. He is being divinely guided, and he has the balance between the black and the white Sphinx, and he's being divinely pushed forward. Okay, notice that the Sphinx don't have reins on them. All right, he doesn't have control of the reins yet, but you are moving forward. Now it's just time for you to kind of hold on and try to steer those Sphinxes in the same direction, because if they go 2 different ways, then it's going to take you longer to get there. Okay, so just take a minute. You're gonna move forward. It's not going to be quick, but it's going to be at a little slower pace. But you've got the wish card, and you've got this news of success coming in, okay? I don't feel like this is a person coming in. I think this is more news. This is definitely a message coming in. But your wish is going to be fulfilled, so hang in there, sweetheart. It's coming. It's definitely coming. At the top, so this is going to be, that's June and July. This is like August, September, October. You got the Five of Swords. Now this is going to be conflict. This is going to be more of a mental thought, it's petty crap. It's, well, I don't want to do this. Well, you have to do this. I don't want to do this. Well, you have to do this. This is just, petty arguments, bullshit, everyday kind of stuff. The kids take out the garbage. Oh, I took it out yesterday. It's his turn to take it out. It's that kind of shit. You're going to come out the victor. Everybody, but it's petty. It's not something you need to get all worked up over, but it's just could be because of the changes that are coming through here. Everybody's just trying to figure out what's going on. So there's going to be conflicts. There's going to be change of roles, and you are going to be the victor. You're going to be the one winning in the end. And that is here. You can also see it here with the Four of Wands. These are two people standing in the middle. This is the victor. This is the victory card. This is success of you're building your foundation. And the townspeople are around them. And, this is a party. You've won. Your passions, your desires, everything you thought of is coming to fruition. So see, you are not going through all this crap for nothing. You've got something great coming on top. And the Hierophant is whether, it could be marriage. You could be going through these struggles right now, because I don't feel like these represent like a romance unless it's like a divorce. But if it is a divorce, then it's leaving you free to get married. You won, it's time to move on, and this is going to be the marriage card, okay? Or you're going to propose. You're going to make that, you're going to take the next step with another person. But I don't really feel like it's marriage. You may be buying a house. You may be struggling with all that. And, just these could be little conflicts with your realtor or with the person selling, but you are going to be victorious. And, this could just be telling you to keep some faith. My guides aren't saying a lot. My guides were really loud with this, but they're not saying a lot with this. So you've got you've got these good things coming. It's going to be a little problems if it is, if this is a wedding that's coming up. This could be the wedding, having faith, and this could be just the little petty stuff about planning it. Getting the caterers and the pictures, and it just, it's a nightmare to plan. But you are going to be victorious. And it could be a new job offer. And this conflict could be going back and forth, negotiation about a new job or pay, hours, time off. This could be, you're going to be victorious and get a new job if that's what this is representing. This new job is coming. Okay. So we have in the distant future, so this is going to be the fall months into, the beginning of the year. So we've got the Six of Swords. This is you going from stormy waters to calm waters, and she has the swords protecting her when she's got somebody else steering the boat. Okay. You're moving on to something better. With the Chariot, this is actually a great card. So you are going forward. And the Eight of Cups, you're leaving the past behind. You've worked to build it up, and it's almost like, you've worked over and over. You started at the bottom, and you've put each one of these cups in place, and it didn't work. So you tore them down, and you put them all in place again. And you tore them down, you put them all in place again, and you finally just said, you know what, I'm never going to have this one piece. I'm never going to have it uniform the way I want. So you're turning around and going, screw it. I'm done. I'm tired of trying. And then again, we've got the Emperor. So maybe that stubborn energy is very beneficial to you, because it's going to be these two cards about you moving on. You're saying goodbye to something, and this could be about you, if you're just leaving college, this could be you getting a new job, and this is you moving cross country, or moving a state away, where you're saying goodbye to your friends and your family, and it's going to be okay. You're making a good decision. He's very authoritative. He's very wise. He's very thoughtful. He is the warrior, and he'll be able to work through whatever happens. So these are excellent cards to have. It shows movement. So you've got a lot of progress coming up. Because I'll tell you the truth, this scared the hell out of me. These were awful, awful, awful ways to begin. But after that, it's just, where you are right now. I mean, June's just going to blow up for you. And it's going to feel like it's going to getting all back on track again. Yeah, towards the end of the year. This is great. This really is. Okay, where you see yourself now. This is how you see yourself. You see yourself as the King of Wands. Now, a Wand card is a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius. But he is, if you are a female, then this is the kind of energy that you embody. This is just charismatic, a lust for life, good-natured, having fun, passionate about everything he does. He's happy, and he's looking out on his land, and he's still connected with the divine. But most of all, he's happy, and he makes people around him happy. So this is how you're seeing yourself. Okay, and the Fool, you're going out on this new venture. So this new beginning that's coming up, starting in July, towards the end of the summer, it's going to finally take root, and the foundation is going to be set, and you're going to be moving on. And this Fool is the perfect card for it. This is you going off, not giving a damn about the risks involved. This is you taking that step off the cliff and knowing that faith will keep you alive. And it's a beautiful, beautiful card to have. You're walking forward without that fear that comes with knowing consequences. It's like, well, if I do this, this is going to happen. If I do this, this is just you being carefree and innocent and just going for it. And that's awesome. We've also got the Ten of Wands. So this is the end of that overwhelming, burdensome feeling. He's almost home, but the tens represent a completion. So this cycle is over. Okay, and this is how you're feeling. This is you leaving all that burdens behind and walking off and being that wonderful, charismatic person. And this is how you are right now in your environment. And how your friends and your family and everybody else is seeing you. You got the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Now, the swords represent air signs. So this could be Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. I look at this as kind of partnerships. When two show up for me in the same spread, this is going to be a man and woman, a couple. This is going to be family members, a brother and sister, man and wife, could be mother and father. These are the logical people. These are the ones who are thinking. They want you to think about everything. They want you to plan things. They want to, make sure that you have, a plan for if A happens and a plan if B happens. And I can see why, because you're going off on this great new adventure, and they want to make sure that you're okay. So this is how your family's looking at it. And they're seeing, though, you want to be playful. You're going to be butting heads. You're going to have some conflicts coming up, and that's what they're trying to help you plan for. So take that advice that they're giving you, and whether it's co-workers if you're going on to a new job, parents if you're leaving home for the first time, brothers and sisters if you're going in the military. You've got some challenges. and they just want you to be prepared for them. So they are going to be giving you some advice. I would recommend taking it. Now, your hopes and fears. Your fears are you're going to be stuck. Six of Cups is that you're going to miss the people that you leave behind. And your hopes is the Page of Wands. You know, you're hoping for this new passion, this possibly a young man to come, or a young woman to come into your life because of this new quest or new adventure that you're embarking on. You know, just be careful. You know, sometimes our fears are very reality based, but this one doesn't seem so. It seems like you may be stuck for a little bit, but it doesn't seem like you're going to be stuck for long, because this is part of your fears, and this is what you're hoping for. Okay, don't get stuck too much in the past, grieving or missing the people that you leave behind, or the job that you leave behind. Everything's going to be different, but this is going to be a good message coming through. New passions, new involvements, and that's what you're hoping for. Now, in the outcome, we've got the Moon. We talked about this energy before. These are secrecies. This is surprises coming that you didn't know about. Confusion, you know, and things you didn't think about. But it's okay. You know, you'll find a way to balance it. It's all about finding that balance. The Moon and the Sun all in one. But what you've got else you've got on the outcome is the Ten of Pentacles, and this is the ultimate in success. This is the ultimate success. This is the attaining of everything that you want, your passions, your goals, your desires, a good foundation for the house. And you have the Two of Cups, and this is your soulmate. Okay, so you're eventually, if you're starting out on a new romance and you're moving in with somebody, you know, this is it. This is it. You're going to get a lot of happy years out of this. And, you know, you're getting ready to build that family and set down your roots. And it's a beautiful, beautiful energy. So thank goodness, because I'll tell you, those first 6 cards scared the hell out of me. I'm like, oh my God. But these are great. You've got everything coming to you, honey. You've got everything coming to you. You know, and you're looking at it within the next 6 months. It may be after, you know, shortly after December or so, but you have love and success coming up, and that's amazing. I'm not going to use any clarification cards because I think it's pretty clear enough for me. So I'm just going to pull you a guidance card for the rest of the year for Cancer. Show me Cancer. The rest of 2016. Cancer. Okay. Now we got 3 of them. Oh, that's not too bad. We'll take them all. Let's see what we got. First one came out was Gifts from God. This is Archangel Sandalphon. It says, we angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. That's excellent. That's wonderful. Next one is moon cycles. Interesting, because we have the moon. It says Archangel Haniel. And notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. Yeah, we had the moon come up for the overall energy and as your outcome, and now in the guidance card. So pay attention to your moon cycles. And also the last one is sensitivity. Archangel Haniel says you are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. Very nice, Cancer. Oh, I'm so glad that turned out much better than it started out as. A heavy worry. Okay, well, that's going to be all for the rest of the year, and it's going to turn out great. I'm excited for you. So as always, like, comment, share. Feedback is always welcome, and I will see you all next month. Bye.